There is this phenomenon called Kochi, which is thin on the outside, fat on the inside. And people have skewed metabolic markers on blood results, really high insulin, really high HbA1c, high inflammation, but they look slim. But the markers are showing poor health, the metabolic markers. The only thing that I would say, if people have got the money for it, is from a scan perspective, would be an MRI without a contrast eye. But apart from that, I would be really careful. I wouldn't bother with DEXA, CT, or any of those, and get the blood results checked. So check your metabolic markers. If they've got high insulin, that might show a degree of insulin resistance. There is no pre-diabetes. There's only diabetes or not. You've either got it or you don't got it. Really, the best thing somebody can do for their health, if they really want to avoid cancer, is test. Don't start thinking, oh, I'll be fine because I didn't eat loads of cookies for the last 10 years and I've been working out. But then they're having pasta every night because they're going out running. So they're loading up with carbohydrates. They're not checking to see if their insulin is off, and they're not checking to see if they've got systemic inflammation. They're not checking to see if they're deficient in vitamin D or B12. So really, the recipe is the same. Don't guess. It's very easy to test.
Okay.
When I work with patients, it's always going to be a full panel of blood. I would be looking at CBC, CMP, LFTs, all of the basics, kidney function, and then the metabolic markers. So we said HbA1c, glucose, insulin, C-peptide. Be checking also for vitamins, the thyroid, and iron panel. And then I also check for cancer markers as well. So inflammation is a major problem. We've already mentioned about that. But also looking at things like LDH, lactate dehydrogenase, which tells us about potentially the microenvironment if there is a tumor. While one set of markers is very useful, having a differential is much more useful. So testing over time. So making it a commitment to yourself to maybe get those blood panels run every 6 months. While it might seem expensive from the outset, it might feel prohibitive to run a test once a year or twice a year. It's nothing compared to the cost of having to deal with a cancer that's come in. Prevention is worth 1,000 cures.